As the Haggadah developed through the centuries, the four questions began with the early rabbis of the Talmud who underscored the distinctiveness of the Seder compared to any other evening of the year. Nearly 20 centuries ago, when those questions were first expounded, there were actually different versions, some with 3 questions, some with 4, and then the content of those questions changed through the centuries. But the 4 questions always serve, as they do now, as a teaching moment, a chance to learn from one another around the table, imparting our own wisdom as to what makes this night special. Tonight, in addition to the traditional 4 questions that emerged over time, we might also discuss some questions for this unique moment in time during COVID-19. How is this night different from other Passover Seder gatherings that we may have attended? In light of our inability to leave our homes, what have we learned? What are those things we value most in our families, in our circles of friends, our community? Telling the Passover story of what happened long ago is also about attempting to imagine what people went through in slavery or in the wilderness or in settling the land of Israel. Because we are living our own story of sudden change, what can we better imagine now about what our ancestors might have feared, what they worried about, what their hopes may have been? And what do we find similar in our own worries and hopes now? And Judaism has always been distinguished by our abiding emphasis on community, such as requiring at least 10 people to worship, or the many ways in which we come together in the synagogue for prayer or study, for mitzvot or assembly. From our current inability to join together, what have we come to realize about the value of Jewish community and assembly, worship and study for our own lives? What do we value more now than we did a month ago? See what discussion these questions might stimulate in your own conversation. And then when you finish, return to page 13 of the Haggadah for the next video as well, reciting the traditional 4 questions.